My name is Ady Barkan. I'm speaking to you through this computer voice because I have been paralyzed by a terrible disease called ALS. Over the past 4 years, I have lost my ability to walk and talk, and most painfully, to hug the people I love, my beautiful children, Carl and Willow, and my dear wife Rachel. Despite this debilitating disease, I have found purpose in the struggle for a more just world. This is our democracy, and this is our future for the making. These have been tumultuous times for us all. 3 weeks after I was struck by my horrendous and shocking diagnosis of ALS, we were all struck by the horrendous shock that Donald Trump would be the next president of the United States. Since then, countless people have suffered from his racism, greed, and incompetence. And yet in response, we have witnessed a flourishing of resistance, beginning the day after his inauguration and crescendoing this summer. In November, we can end this chapter in America's history. I supported Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders in the primary because they gave me hope. I was inspired by their bold progressive vision. Joe Biden was not my pick. And when they dropped out, I was devastated. Maybe you felt the same way. And that is exactly why I wanted to tell you why I am supporting him in this election, and why I hope you will too. I am endorsing Joe Biden for president because he is everything Trump is not: compassionate, intelligent, and committed to the public interest.
The country is crying out for leadership. Leadership that can recognize pain and deep grief of communities that have had a knee on their neck for a long time.
Under a Biden presidency, our progressive movement will be able to harness our new energy and power in pursuit of justice and equity, rather than constantly trying to defend ourselves from the latest atrocity. I recently had the privilege of talking to Joe Biden, mediated not only by my cyborg voice, but also 3,000 miles and Zoom. He and I have meaningfully different perspectives on the world, not only on what ails it, but on what we must do to address those maladies. I think that is not enough.
Well, maybe when I get elected, you can come and help me figure out what's enough.
Despite the literal and figurative distances between us, I know that the vice president heard what I was saying. He listened, he understood, and he promised to continue doing both after he is elected.
I will fight for the care and well-being of everyone as if they were my son, my daughter, my wife, all of whom went through hell.
Joe Biden has suffered tremendous loss in his life. But he has turned that loss into purpose. And he has used his personal tragedies as bridges to connect with the suffering and humanity of others. We have witnessed the danger of a selfish president. What a relief it will be to live in a country with a compassionate president who understands what it means to be in fellowship with others, in the face of difficulty, in the pursuit of happiness. Our struggles for social justice did not begin under this president, and they will not end under the next one. They began long before we were born, and it is our solemn, joyful duty to pass them on to succeeding generations. Winning this election is only one page in that long story, but it is the page in front of us today. I hope you will join me in turning it, together.